Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's your boy McKinley Crain here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2000 film Unbreakable. Before we start, I would just like to say that this is a spoiler-free review, so I'm not gonna be getting too far into the plot, especially not into extreme spoiler territory, because there are some extreme spoilers in here. Because this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I would also like to say that I have seen all three of the movies in this trilogy, the Unbreakable trilogy. I've seen Unbreakable, I've seen Glass, and I've seen Split. I just put Split and Glass in the wrong order, but whatever. Anyway, and I'm going to be ranking them soon, after I review all three of them. Anyway, so I saw them all over a year and a half ago. Actually, Unbreakable, it's been almost 2 years since I've seen that movie. I watched it in December or it was either January of 2019 or December of 2018. I can't remember. Anyway, so this is this is one of Shyamalan's best, in my opinion. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was very powerful at a lot of parts. I actually liked the twist. I know that some people think that the twist sucked, but I thought it was pretty clever. I loved the ending. People say that those last 2 minutes are really rushed, and I can kind of agree with them. But I still loved the ending. I mean, I still loved it. I didn't mind the fact that it was rushed very much at all, So basically the whole plot of this movie, or story of this movie, is a security guard played by Bruce Willis, named David Dunn, basically survives a subway train crash without a scratch, and everybody else died, and everybody's just oh, how'd that happen? How do you not even have a broken bone in your body, or a scratch or something, and no one knows? And then that basically gets the attention of Elijah Glass, played by Samuel L. Jackson. And so Mr. Glass is a disabled person with brittle bone disease, which is why they call him Mr. Glass. Anyway, so he's a huge comic book guy. He loves superheroes. Honestly, who doesn't love superheroes? I've always loved superheroes. Pretty much everybody I know, except for a few people, love superheroes. Anyway, okay, this guy is and this guy believes that they're actually out there, and so he contacts David Dunn and tries to show him that he's powerful and stuff. And whether or not it's revealed that he actually is a superhero or not, I can't say, because that would be a spoiler. But I just love this film. I love the relationship between David Dunn and his son. It's part of what made this movie so great. I loved everything about this. This movie isn't perfect. The last 2 minutes of the movie, after the twist, or last minute or something, where it doesn't actually show it. It just puts a little, it just comes up with a paragraph explaining it. that's great, but that's not perfect. That's the last 2 minutes was like, like not masterpiece territory, but like, they were still great. It was like A minus territory, like 86% territory. Anyway, I really love this movie. I had a lot of fun with it. It was just an interesting watch. I recommended this to one of my friends after I saw it, and he watched it and he loved it. I love this movie. This is one of Shyamalan's best. I know I already said that, but a lot of his movies suck. Like Last Airbender, that was horrible. Last Airbender was so bad. It was just bland. It was stupid. It was insult to the whole show. It was an insult to the whole show. But back on the topic of the movie. Anyway, so I would definitely recommend this movie. It's like a movie that, it's not exactly like your average superhero movie. It's like, it's basically, it's not like, like explosions and crap. It's like its own thing. It's very similar to like, the movie Joker that came out last year. That was awesome and I loved it, and that was my favorite film of the year. It's like Unbreakable is like, it's got some action in there and stuff, but like, a lot of it's, just drama and character development and stuff like that. Anyway, but I loved this film, and I'm gonna give this film an 86% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A minus. If you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. Even if you're not really a fan of superhero movies, which that's rarely anybody, but like, this is like a different kind of superhero movie, It's like a more human, realistic kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return, and P.S. Tell me down below in the comments if you have seen this movie. What did you think about it? Did you love it like I did? Or did you not?